French and German film directors have put together a film about Europe's migrant crisis. The aim is to see the migrants and refugees as people, not as statistics. Most of the actors have themselves lived through extremely difficult times. France 24 has met two of them. They're from Syria, where they were famous actors before the war. They then stood up against the Assad regime. Aurore Dupuis has this report.
Action.
467 sur 2, troisième.
Last day of shooting for the crew. After Greece and Germany, now Paris, filming a scene about a Syrian family in exile.
Imagine the lamppost over there is the Eiffel Tower. It's beautiful.
But fiction is a reality for two of the main actors. Jalal Al-Tawil and Maxime Khalil have fled Damascus, finding refuge in France.
My character's life isn't exactly the same as mine, but like all Syrians, we do have similarities, in the sense that I was forced to flee my country to protect my family, my children.
It's been a real challenge for me. Many of the scenes in the show were overwhelming, especially the ones where we talk about torture and suffering.
Far away from home, Jalal and Maxime have had to learn French, adapt to the European culture, and find a job.
Do you think the series should have a more powerful ending?
Yes, but not necessarily violent.
The two actors are well known for their stance against Bashar al-Assad's regime. Maxime, considered one of the best actors in the Arab world. And Jalal, who was beaten up and thrown behind bars for taking part in opposition protests. After his release, he went into exile.
You have to start from scratch. When you're home and you're considered a professional, when you've become a well-known actor, and suddenly here, you're nothing. Well, that's so hard.
As the war rages on in Syria, Jalal and Maxime hope their work in Europe will humanize the refugee crisis.